Hey, this is Jay with Sakred Gaming, the place where faith meets gaming. Let me start this video off by saying Happy New Year. Happy 2017. I don't know about you, but 2016 just seemed to fly by for me. Growing up, I know there's a lot of people, younger people that listen to these videos, but growing up, I remember being in high school and grade school and hearing the old people around me talking about how fast time seems to fly by for you and everything like that. And while you're in school, you're like, no way, time is just dragging for me. I don't understand what you're talking about. But then when summer break came, you knew exactly what they were talking about, because the more or the harder you tried to slow down time so you could enjoy that summer break, the faster it seemed to go. So that's what I'm experiencing. I guess I'm becoming one of those old people and time just seems to be flying by. But in this video, you are seeing some Destiny PvP gameplay, some no mercy matches. And I tell you what, it's not a no mercy match because I'm destroying the other team. I just have some good people that I'm playing with. Nobody that I knew, just some randoms that I was playing with. But these guys and gals were obviously good because we got some no mercy matches done. Those are matches that end, Destiny ends the game early just because you're destroying the other team and they want to have mercy on those people. But like I said, you will not see some awesome PvP gameplay, and I know a lot of people always watch my PvP gameplay and they're like, oh, you're just so bad. Yeah, I know, I'm not the greatest. I just don't spend enough time in PvP to actually get good at the game. Yeah, get good. Maybe that could be a good New Year's resolution for 2017 for me. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. Also, let me know, what is your favorite PvP subclass? I am becoming more and more of a fan, even though I just got whiffed there, of the Striker Titan. I really like this subclass. I've always been about Warlocks, but the Striker Titan, the movement, and just the things you can do with this guy, they just seem to be really fun. So that's becoming my favorite PvP subclass. But let me know what yours is in the comments below. But in this video, I want to talk about New Year's resolutions, just some other thoughts I have for New Year's. I don't know about you, but it seems like a lot of people do not make New Year's resolutions anymore. It just seems like a lot of people fail in those New Year's resolutions. So like, why bother? I'm just going to fail. I'm not going to do that. So, you know, they don't end up doing that. I want to encourage you to still make some New Year's resolutions. Have some actual, maybe instead of New Year's resolutions, have some goals for 2017. And I don't know how I beat that guy right there. That guy should have destroyed me. But, you know, have some goals, some things that you want to work on. And I want to encourage you, if you write them down, chances are you will be more successful at them, especially if you place them in a place where you actually can look at them every day and be reminded of them. And don't be so hard on yourself. If you fail, you know, at some things, hey, you're trying, you're working at it. Don't be so hard on yourself. I just want to encourage you to actually have some resolutions or have some goals. Put them down. And I tell you what, if you have somebody hold you accountable to those things, maybe like a parent if you're a kid, or a friend, a best friend, or maybe, you know, a spouse or something like that, chances are you're going to be better at keeping those as well. So those are some things that I want to encourage you. Now, I want to kind of shift gears and tell you about some people that I know there. And I'm just going to be very vague because maybe this is something that applies to you. But these people are just, that I know are really decent people, really good people. They seem to do a lot of things right. They seem to always be helping people out. And yet life just seems to be kicking their butt. And I tell you what, I was talking to them and I could tell that they were just very discouraged about that. You know, when you're doing ministry and you're trying to help people out and do things right, and you see all these other people around you that aren't trying to help people and they're just taking advantage of life and doing all these other things, and life seems to be rewarding that type of person as opposed to you, it can become very discouraging to say the least. I know I've experienced some times like that myself, but I wanted to read you a scripture verse if that applies to you. And it's found in Galatians 6, and it's 6:9. And this is something that Paul said. He said, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." So I want to encourage you to keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on striving, keep on helping people out. Even if life does not seem to reward you, there is a reward that is coming at the proper time if we don't give up. So can I encourage you with that? You know, I tell you what, let me take this in a little bit of a different route. I was helping out, handing out presents this Christmas to people that are just kind of struggling in an area of a city that's close to me that is just really has been hit pretty hard. And we gathered Christmas presents from our individual churches and handed them out to for free to anybody that wanted to come out to us. And I tell you what, I was one of the people that would take the people once they came in and got registered. I would take them around and kind of help them out in finding presents, and then I'd take them to where they get it wrapped, and then I'd also be able to pray with them and kind of just hear them out and kind of listen to them. Well, it started off, the first people that kind of came through the door were very ungrateful, to say the least. They were just kind of like the world owed them, and they just seemed to be not very appreciative. And I was like, man, I hope that's not going to be a sign of the way things kind of go and everything like that. But I got to pray with them and kind of talk to them. And I tell you what, probably the first 10 people that I dealt with were all like that. And I started to get really discouraged. I'm like, why are we even doing this? These people are just, you could just tell, just not very grateful. And then this lady came in, and my son was helping me out, and he handed me her card. And on the card, that's where you could put a prayer request if you wanted somebody to pray for you. And I'm not going to tell you what her prayer request was, but let's just say it was pretty darn serious. And I was like, oh, man. And, excuse me. But I took her around. Me and my son started taking her around and showing her the different things. She had 2 kids, and she was like, I was like, what's your son into? And he's like, well, he likes Legos and everything like that. So I showed her the Lego table, and she picks up the literally smallest box of Legos that you could pick. It was just like one of those very little individual packs. And I'm like, don't you want one of these other things or something like that? You can get something bigger. You only get one gift, so why don't you take something a little bit better and everything like that? And she's like, you know what? I am just so grateful to have something to give to my kids this year. He's going to love this. He's going to be appreciative of this. And I tell you what, that lady just made my day. Everybody else, when they came in here, not everybody else, but they always wanted to see what the most they could get was, and the best thing and take the best thing and everything like that. And here's this lady who took the smallest thing she could get. And I tell you what, she made my day. Her heart, I could just feel it. Her humility, her appreciativeness was just, it made my day, and it made all the work that I was doing in that worth it. That one person really encouraged me to keep going. So can I encourage you to keep on doing good? The Bible says we reap what we sow. We reap what we sow. That goes both ways. But also too, there are some people out there that need our help, and we can be the hands and feet of Christ to them. So please don't get discouraged, whatever that means for your particular life. Don't get discouraged. Keep on doing what you ought to be doing. But that's where I'm going to end this video, man. Hope you guys have an awesome 2017. As always, take care and God bless.